Hello everyone! As has been the case every Saturday for a while, we take another dive into the mysterious world of the Forgotten Languages website, exploring its ties with the UFO phenomenon. Today's topics are alien beacons on the Earth and the fabled Queltron machine. As we move closer to mid-2016 in our series, we have an article posted on the 4th of May titled Long-term presence of Giselian beacons, understanding the connected distribution of Giselian beacons in Sol 3. As a reminder, Giselians are the race of aliens behind some of the best known cases in ufology, according to the Forgotten Languages corpus that is. Just to name the 1976 Iran incident, 1996 Virginia, and likely the 1977 Colares incidents in Brazil. We have already found out that this alleged race of aliens seems to have left beacons on our planet, and this article expands on the topic as we read.
In the Old World, Giselian beacons are located in Iran, in the Balkans, and in the Nabta Playa. There were developed societies with diversified adaptations focused on domesticated plants and animals in these areas, though whether there were cultural connections between these areas is still a subject of much debate.
The paragraph is indeed interesting. Other than being long-standing areas of human habitat, there seem to be no obvious or direct civilizational links between Iran, the Balkans, and Egypt, where the Nabta Playa region is located and which once was a site of high human activity, several thousands of years before the time of the pharaohs.
Two beacons were unearthed in central Iran along the flanks of the Zagros mountain region, bordering eastern Iraq, Mesopotamia. A third beacon was recovered in the area from southwestern Iran through the Giselian culture area. Two beacons are found in an expanded geographical area with the Ubaid culture.
This coincides with some of our prior exploration, including the purported archaeological finds in northern Iran, where artifacts of possible non-human origin were recovered before. The Ubaid culture is dated to between 6500 to 3800 BC and was the precursor to the somewhat later Sumerian culture in mostly modern-day Iraq, as well as parts of Iran, Turkey, and the neighboring countries. Getting a beacon at one of the cradles of modern civilizations monitoring human activity makes a lot of logical sense.
Only if the sites on Mars contain evidence suggestive of a past habitable environment, and provided those sites meet all engineering and safety constraints while allowing acceptable operational performance, will we be ready to send a manned mission to Mars. So far, gamma ray detectors give us a signal that correlates with the one we get from the beacons here on Earth. That's all we have.
Wait, does the article claim that Mars was possibly habitable? Well, yes. This is possibly confirmed by our to-date discoveries with tentative indications that bacterial activity has been fossilized on the red planet. But there is more. In 1970s, the CIA ran their Stargate program involving remote viewers. Some of the best people they had on board view Mars in distant past, and they claimed that the red planet was not only not empty rather, but that it actually had alien presence there. So is there a connection? Well, maybe and maybe not. We also hear that there were beacons located in what would be the Mesoamerican cultural centers in the Western Hemisphere.
For what concerns Mesoamerica, Giselian beacons first appear on the Pacific coast of Chiapas, and we have located 3 more beacons in the Valley of Oaxaca and in the Tehuacan Valley. Giselian beacons have recently been found in coastal Ecuador and in the area of the ancient Machica culture of Peru. In the Alaska area, we've found 5 beacons in the northwest coast, though this area needs to be explored in detail as the ice core starts melting and exposing new sites. The oldest Giselian beacons so far occur on the Pacific Rim. They have been found on the southern Kamchatka Peninsula, in Layer 6 at the Ushki site. Current accepted date for this site is around 10,800 BP, and thus they are the oldest Giselian beacons we have recovered up to date.
This long section covers the entire area of Americas, and the last part, dating back to 10.8 thousand years before present, very roughly corresponds to the world emerging from the Younger Dryas period and its climatic turbulences, time when humanity moved towards the current age in its development, with agriculture soon to follow, together with the first cities and large settlements in the Levant. Could it be that the Giselians tried to establish a network vast enough to monitor human activity everywhere? On the 25th of May, the site posted an article titled Detecting Queltron-Capable Civilizations. This is a direct reference to the mystical Queltron machine, a device which enables not just time travel, but also contact between parallel universes through the bulk and individual brains comprising individual universes. What can we hear in the English text here?
If one could show that quantum field theory forbids violations of averaged weak energy condition, one could rule out advanced civilizations maintaining traversable wormholes. In the Queltron machine, the Cauchy horizon is fully stable and thus constitutes a counterexample to the conjecture of strong cosmic censorship.
Well, we have the notion of possible traversable wormholes or shortcuts through space and possibly time, created by bending the local physics of space-time to engineer a connection. While possible in theory, according to our current state of knowledge, creating something like this would require unspeakable amounts of energy. The Cauchy horizon mentioned in the text is usually referenced to black holes, and is the area inside a black hole within the known laws of physics giving in, and said laws collapse altogether, rendering our usual frames of reference non-applicable, if not outright non-existent. Then again, with aliens as powerful as some Forgotten Languages articles seem to hint at, it is not impossible to assume that they know something about physics we are completely unaware of yet.
If the laws of physics permit traversable wormholes, then they probably also permit such a wormhole to be transformed into a time machine with which causality might be violatable. One can imagine an advanced civilization pulling a wormhole out of the quantum foam and enlarging it to classical size. We are far away from knowing how to build a Queltron machine, but our main interest right now is not to build one, but to learn how to disrupt it in order to avoid unsolicited visitors from using it. We need to find ways to avoid the energy stress tensor from violating the averaged weak energy condition, or at least, to restore at the very moment we detect a wormhole is about to appear in our vicinity.
The text says just this. The technology of Queltrons allegedly allows manipulation of spacetime, including the quantum foam, from which spacetime emerges according to some physical theories. Being so advanced that they could use this technology would be literal lowercase g gods to us. As Arthur C. Clarke pointed out, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. What do you think about all of this, dear viewers? The idea of a beacon network, possibly a surveillance network, is a recurring thing in ufology, and is quite frankly considered quite realistic compared to some other ideas regarding aliens. Just to mention the famous Fortune leak of 2023, indicating something similar existing in our oceans and atmosphere. And maybe do you think that aliens as powerful as Giselians could use Queltron technology to travel not just between solar systems, but between individual realities even? Let me know in the comment section down below. With a lot on my plates this week, this episode is unfortunately a bit shorter, but hopefully I will be able to create a longer one next week, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching this one. I would appreciate if you could like, subscribe if you have not done so yet, as this helps the channel and the mysteries it presents spreading around, so there is more of us to enjoy them. I will see you soon in another video then. Take care.